Well, I have a lot to do today, so welcome back. I am going to start by making butter. I'm going to go outside, and obviously the animals need to be looked after regardless of how busy I am. I have eggs to candle. I have plants to water. All kinds of good stuff. So, I'm going to make butter, cream. I am using store-bought cream. Yes, it's not a big deal. It is not a big deal. Okay? It's not a big deal. You don't have to use raw cream from a local raw dairy if you don't have access to it. And I could. It's just, this is what I have. So, this is what I'm using. So, it's okay not to use cream that is raw. You can make butter. You can make butter just as easily if you use store-bought cream. Now, you do have to use a cream that's at least 33%. I prefer a 35%. Look for a heavy cream or a whipping cream. Those will work. But as long as it's cream and has enough milk fat, you can't use just regular milk. There's not enough fat in it. Okay, there's not enough milk solids in it. So when you try to turn it into butter, you'll get like, So I'm going to turn this on while this is running. I'm going outside because I actually have a lot to do. So, yay, we'll come back to this. It takes a while to do it because this isn't a super powerful mixer. So this takes a little while. So I'm going to turn this on and then come back and we will go check on the animals. We'll come back to this after. All right. Well, Tequila's out here feeding her little babies. She is a wonderful mother. She is so good at this that it's absolute insanity. She is so good at being a mama. I didn't expect anything less, to be honest, because frankly, she's such a good mama to pretty much everything, to kittens, to bunnies, to chicks. She likes to mama everyone. So, because she likes to mama everyone, she's a good mother. She likes to mom her own babies too, so she's doing fine. I'm carrying this around because I have some filming to do. And it was so hot today that we are just simply waited till later in the day to film because it was very hot. Very hot. It's going to be hot all week, to be honest. It's going to be, I'm just going to move this. I'll pick it up on my way out because this is going over there. But it's going to be hot all week. Like, a lot of North America is like crazy hot right now, and we're no exception. So, these guys, look at how big that duck is getting. Man, big duck. He's big. It's a very big duck. And then we got little guys, right? We have little tiny guys. Just little ones standing around, doing things. Not really, just hanging out and doing things. They're very good. Very good chicks. So, we do have to go candle some eggs later. We have to handle the butter first, finish the butter. But we have to candle some eggs later, which are literally our last batch for the year, unless I feel like hatching some more quail, or unless somebody asks. Because, frankly, this time of year, we don't get as many orders for babies. And why don't we get very many orders for babies? Good question. And I get asked that a lot. And it's because of how cold it gets early on. Hi, guys. But it's how cold it gets early on, right? It gets pretty cold here pretty early. So, there we go. But because it gets so cold here so early, we can get frost at the end of August. So people don't really want chicks that are not old enough to be outside in the cold weather and have them stuck in their house all winter, because that's what happens, right? So it's one of those things where people just don't. Hi, Blue. It's Blue. It's one of those things where people just don't want that. We got Spark. We got Blue. But it's one of those things where people just don't want that, right? They just don't want I'm just checking. But they just don't want babies and potentially get stuck with the babies. There's tequila. Possibly get stuck with the babies in their house. They don't want that. So we don't get a lot of orders for hatching eggs this time of year. At the end of the season. It's the end of the season for us. So that is why we stop hatching. We don't stop with the baby bunnies. Okay? We don't. The baby bunnies will continue on doing their baby bunny thing. So I bred Tinsley. She went that away. But I bred Tinsley today. I don't know if Rowan already has or if he's going to breed a couple of his. So pretty much all of his adult females, the girl pen is currently empty because all of his adult females either have babies, are going to get pregnant, or are pregnant. So yeah, he hasn't done them yet, but he's going to. So yeah, they're all looking so good. Anyway, I wanted to show you that one because I don't think I showed you. But the one that we traded for, I just need this one. So we have one. I talked about a disabled bunny. So look at that. His leg got bitten off and his toe on the other leg. See? But he's getting around just fine. It's a non-issue, really. Hi, tequila. There's lots of mosquitoes over here as well. So I'm getting out of here because there's mosquitoes. But he's doing really well. He's just fine. He moves around better than everybody else. Not that everyone else isn't moving around well. He's just moving a lot. He's very, very quick. So we're glad. You know, we're glad because he's handling his life real well. So sometimes that happens. It's like Deli accidentally chomped an ear. It happens. Hi, sweetie. No babiness yet? No, but you're getting big. I hear puppies. But she, I think it's a girl. A little young to tell. I think she's only 3 weeks old. She's a little younger than the other ones. But little Renee. But yeah, she's doing just fine. Right? Her name is Jack, according to Rowan, after Captain Jack Sparrow. Even though Jack Sparrow, there's mosquitoes everywhere. Even though Jack Sparrow did not, I repeat, did not have a peg leg. Was not missing a leg. Right? But mosquitoes everywhere. Jeez. So, even though Jack Sparrow was not one of the pirates that was missing a leg, it's fine. Mostly because Rowan just likes that name. I told him he should name him Barbosa, but no, he wanted to name him Jack. Also, there's mosquitoes everywhere. I have to get back inside. My tomato plants are doing really, really well. I'm getting out of here. There are so many mosquitoes. Let's go back in the house. I gotta check on the butter anyway. So let's go back in the house, check on the butter. These kittens are crazy. They're doing fine. They're doing excellent. They're good. They're good. They're happy. Look at these guys. But there's mosquitoes literally everywhere, and I'm like a mosquito magnet. Like, seriously, mosquitoes love me. They think I'm fantastic, and I'm delicious. And Tequila's gone back in the pen with her babies. She loves her babies. But I am going back in the house because I'm getting eaten alive by mosquitoes. They love me. You know how some people are more attractive to mosquitoes than others? They love me. I'm an excellent meal for mosquitoes. So, essentially, I gotta get out of here because I'm getting eaten alive. So I'm going back in the house, worry about the butter, worry about dinner, worry about candling those eggs. Because, yeah, the mosquitoes are everywhere. Also, I don't know where DK was. That's DK. I'm not good at this. Right there. DK, coming back from wherever he was. Also some chickens. Anyway, I was going to do some filming, but there's way too many mosquitoes. I'm going to do it tomorrow. So I'm just going to go grab my tripod. There's no way it's going to happen today. No way. There's like a crazy amount of bugs right now. I can't handle this many mosquitoes. they don't care about mosquito repellent. So whenever someone says, just use mosquito repellent, have you met the mosquitoes in central Canada? They don't care. They don't care if you have mosquito repellent. They do not care. You can spray them with Raid, and they just keep coming. It doesn't matter. So we're just going to have to live with it. There's quite a few this year. It is so freaking annoying. Anyway, there's a bunch of chickens over there. But I'm going inside. I can hear Tristan using the immersion blender through the window. And that means he's mixing sauce. Very excited. I love sauce. So he's got to do the mixing and do the herbs and all that kind of great stuff. So while I'm doing butter, he'll be doing sauce. So let's go inside, worry about some butter, worry about dinner, candle some eggs. Well, butter's done, technically. We're going to let it drain for a little bit. Then we're going to pick it up, squeeze it. I'm going to do all this off camera. Pick it up, squeeze all the liquid out of it. And then we're going to wash it a few times. Wash it in cold water. If you use warm water, your butter will dissolve. So we're going to wash it in cold water. Let it drain again. Save the buttermilk because it's useful. And then we are going to come back and season it with salt and pepper in the mixer again. But I am going to do all the washing of the butter off camera because it's a lot and you probably don't need to sit around and watch me wash butter. It's pretty boring. So we'll be right back. Butter is done. So we're putting it back in the mixing bowl. This buttermilk is going in the buttermilk container. Don't throw out the buttermilk. It's fantastic stuff for baking. And I'm going to get a clean whisk there. I can't remember words right now. I'm very tired. A little bit of salt. A little bit of pepper. Sorry, Tristan's actually making sauce and he's making risotto over there. So we're kind of, using ingredients at the same time. Just turning this on for a second. Okay. So we now have butter. What we're going to do is I'm going to put it straight into my container because we're going to use the heck out of it. I just know we are. And then it's actually going in the fridge because it's really, really hot. Like, it's really hot this week. So I don't want to leave the butter out on the counter because it won't do well. It'll be like a melted pile of goo. So we don't want a melted pile of goo. We want to put the lid on. I stick this in the fridge because it is incredibly, just wipe off the bottom. I washed the container, so the bottom was still wet. It has been incredibly hot. Anyway, let us go candle some eggs. All right, end of the day, time to candle these eggs. Remember, there aren't a ton in here. Just, a last handful for myself, not selling. So let's shut the light off. Nice and dark. Turn the candler on. And yes, I use an actual candler. And let's just check. We'll check the silky eggs first. Oh yeah, this guy's moving. See that? That guy's good. Oh, this one blood ringed. That's a blood ring. So he was fertile, but he blood ringed. This one didn't develop. It's only a handful. I'm happy with 3. There we go. And that one blood ringed. So it looks like I'll get 2. So let's just check the quail. The quail we're looking for is just that. You can see them in there. These have only been in there a week. So we're just looking for, like, that one is clear all the way through. We don't want that. This one has something to it. I mean, this is only a week, right? That one's clear all the way through. So clear all the way through is no good. I didn't think these quail eggs would do very well, mostly because they got wet. So having one or two make it. This guy alive? Oh yeah, he's just wonky. Okay. Nope. So these ones, they got wet, so I really didn't expect them to do much. Oh, this one's okay. And then we just see if they make it to lockdown. See? There's a baby in there. See? So there are little tiny babies. I did not expect very many of the quail eggs to develop at all. Because, like I said, they got really wet. They were out in the rain. And if you leave eggs out in the rain, the bloom is compromised. So at that point, you really shouldn't expect them to do much of anything. Because that bloom is what keeps the baby safe. So, yeah, don't expect a whole bunch of development if your eggs got wet. And those ones did. Anyway, if I seem a little discombobulated, it's because I am completely exhausted. I think I'm coming down with something. Between that and hurting my back the other day, it's been a bit of a day. Anyway, I'm definitely coming down to something. I'm going to have to blow my nose shortly. So, I'm going to exit this video, end the video, while I'm not sneezing. It's allergy season. I don't know if I'm actually coming down to something or if it's just my allergies being completely bonkers. Because completely bonkers allergies do happen. Anyway, that is going to be it for us here tonight. Some eggs are developing. That's good enough. Because these are just for me. I just want a couple extra birds just for myself. So, that's it. So, hopefully, even though I'm the most boring hobby farmer on the planet, hopefully you'll come back tomorrow and join us. Also, yes, I did breed Tinsley. She's currently in a pen with Capricorn. And he has been doing his thing. Why don't I show that on camera? Somebody did ask. I don't show it on camera because you get in trouble on YouTube sometimes. Okay? You sometimes get in trouble for showing things like that. So every time because I have a couple videos where I show rabbits actually breeding, and every time I show that, I get limited monetization, or this video can't be monetized, or whatever, which is fine. But it means I'm just not really going to show that often. So, Anyway, most boring hobby farmer, signing off, because I actually think I might be coming down to something. I don't think it's just allergies. We'll see you tomorrow.